Here's how a millipede in this jar helped me better appreciate chemistry. This is a 6-gallon glass jar that I converted into a simple terrarium, and right there is a millipede. And that is a species of millipede that produces hydrogen cyanide as a defense mechanism, and likely for that reason, it has this bright kind of yellow-orange color on the edges of each of its body segments. And that's called aposematism, which means warning coloration. And I'm most familiar with aposematism from poison dart frogs. For example, I'm currently setting up a tank that will soon house a poison dart frog. And with poison dart frogs, they get their toxins from their food. So if you have them in captivity, they no longer have the toxic insects to feed on, thus they are no longer toxic themselves. They no longer bioaccumulate the toxins. But in the case of these cyanide-producing millipedes, these ones hitchhiked into here as eggs. I'm almost confident of that because I really thoroughly clean every plant before I put it in here, and I baked all of the soil and everything like that. And so the only way they got through is if they were eggs, which means that all of the matter that they are made of, more or less, is from these plants in here, and none of the plants in here are even remotely toxic. So it got me thinking, like, it's still toxic, and I know that because I tried to pick one up the other day, and it released the hydrogen cyanide, and it has like this very strong almond sort of smell. It's still toxic, but how is it getting the toxins? Because, you know, it's not like the poison dart frog, where you take it out of the wild and it no longer has the food source for the toxins. It's still clearly producing hydrogen cyanide. And I'm currently trying to brush up on my chemistry again. You know, I passed Gen Chem in my, college undergrad experience, but like it's been a while. And I was like, all right, hydrogen cyanide is just hydrogen, nitrogen, and carbon. And plants are carbon-based life forms, as is, I believe, all life on Earth. Hydrogen is in water, H2O, and nitrogen is very important for plants. It's one of the main things you use in like fertilizer. So I was like, oh, all of the building blocks are there for this caustic, noxious substance, hydrogen cyanide. But until they are put together by the centipede, they're all pretty much, harmless. And there's just something, it sounds so obvious, but it's just so cool to me. So yeah, I was gonna take them out, but they're kind of interesting. Also, they're like little gardeners. They eat all of the dead leaves. So they're my little toxic gardening friends.